Virgos, this is Paragia Tarot. I am here with your reading for tonight, or today, excuse me. Let's ask the universe, the person on my Virgo's mind, how do they feel towards Virgo, and what are the elements at play motivating them? What will be their next actions towards Virgo? So on the bottom of the deck here, I'm seeing problems with addiction or gambling or bad finances. And in the reverse. So this is somebody, I'm sensing that they're having issues with those things and that they're trying to fix those issues potentially in their life before coming to you. I'm sensing that that could be someone, that could be true for some of you, that you could be dealing with somebody in that situation who feels like they want to reach out to you, but they are nervous about doing so because they're ashamed. They want you to be, it feels like an energy of someone who wants to impress you, who wants you to feel, to see them as, you know, highly capable. So communicate in the reverse, compromise, forgive, and work it out. So I'm sensing that this is somebody who is conflicted in relationship to communicating with you because they're worried that you won't be willing to compromise, or that you won't be willing to forgive or work it out. And then they'll be back in the reverse. So this is somebody I'm sensing who wants to return to you, who intends to return to you, but that there is, you know, there could be a delay in that happening. I'm not sure what that is. What has caused that delay? We can ask more about what the cause of the delay is. And let's shuffle some more. Is there anything else, universe, that you can tell me about my Virgo's person? Gold digger in the reverse. Interesting. So they want your money being used. So this could be somebody, that could be a dynamic between you and this person, or they could be with a third party perhaps, where this is the issue that they need somebody else's help to be stable, or this could be them afraid that maybe you are motivated by that. Like this could be them being guarded. I'm not saying that you are, but like they could be afraid maybe because of past experiences of getting close to somebody who has ulterior motives. And I keep seeing this Guardian card saying a lost loved one is watching over you. So I feel like if there's been any concern about whether or not you are protected or guided in this situation, know that you are. There is someone guiding you, and I sense even this situation, to keep it on the road of what will be for your best good, and that will, you know, disallow it from draining you or destroying you. So, in any kind of way. Universe, what can you tell me about my Virgo's person? And we will get to the reason for that delay. What can you tell me about my Virgo's person and how they feel towards Virgo? What are their motives towards Virgo? And how do they feel? What will be their next actions towards Virgo? So, how does my Virgo's person feel towards Virgo? Oh, okay. Looks like we got some, whoa, wanted to flip itself over. All right, so intuition, heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. So I'm sensing that this is somebody trying to use a sense of their own inner knowing to gauge you and where you are coming from and how you feel towards them, and they feel blocked. They feel like they can't sense your heart, and because of that they don't know how to approach, and so this is delaying them in approaching because they feel they can't feel you. Maybe for some of you that could be a potential issue, is that they can't feel your heart, and so they're not sure how to approach. But there is also pride and arrogance. You could be dealing with a Leo. Arrogance, ego, and stubbornness. But I sense that, you know, there is much else beyond that. This isn't a completely immature person, so they do have the potential to listen to their heart, but they are dealing with some arrogance, some ego, and some stubbornness, some pride in this situation that is causing them to hold back. And again, with mistakes in the reverse, and misunderstood victim and lost soul in the reverse. It could be that maybe your person in the past has kind of tried to make themselves out as the victim to avoid responsibility, taking responsibility for the things that they've done or the ways that they've acted. But I'm sensing that they can tell that, like, that's not going to fly with you. You're not going to fall for that. And so they're a little bit like, oh, what do I do? Because that could be something that they've fallen back on in the past. But with the soulmates in the reverse, with deep love, unity, and connection, they are really, really missing your presence in their life. They're feeling your absence like a drought. Everything is very dry. I'm seeing this environment that these two lovers are in. It's like they're in water together, and this person just feels dry without you. They miss you deeply. I like that one. I like that card. Universe, what else can you tell me about my Virgo's person and how they feel towards Virgo? Spying in the reverse. So social network, information and ways. They could be trying to purposefully hide themselves and what they're doing so that you won't be able to see what they're doing, because with spying in the reverse, this could be someone really trying very hard to hide what's going on with them from social media. Interesting. Why, universe? Is there any particular motive that they have? Possibilities in the reverse, free-spirited adventure and risks. Maybe they feel like they want to feel completely free to do whatever they want, and they don't want you to find out about it. And with lusting underneath the deck, that leaves a sour taste in my mouth, because it's forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. So this could be them engaging in some short-term sexual, one-night stand type affairs, or just quick little affairs with people, and really not wanting you to find out. That could be a potential situation here. Let's ask this other deck. Universe, is my Virgo's person dealing with third parties? Pregnancy. Oh my God. So this person could be hiding a pregnancy from you. Ooh. Or somebody could be pregnant. Oh my goodness, that's intense. Universe, what else can you tell me? So obviously it's not going to be true for all of you, but it could be true for some. Intimacy in the reverse, bonding, sensual, and confiding in the reverse. So I feel like this is them. If they're in a connection right now, they feel like there's no intimacy in it. There's no emotional intimacy. Maybe they could be with someone purely because of a child, or purely because of a family type situation. Universe, can you tell me anything more about this pregnancy situation? Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So if this person is with a third party, or there is a pregnancy, somebody with a pregnancy, they feel really bitter about it. They feel resentful, not only of this person, but of the entire situation and towards themselves. And I would say that there are really hurtful words going back and forth between these parties, that there is not happiness. Anything else that you can tell me, universe, about the potential third party situations? Releasing, letting go, moving on and walking away, and pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. So I sense that what this is saying is that this person feels extreme pain and at the emptiness of these other connections that they've been having. And they also really want to, they're letting them go and moving on and walking away from these other parties. And I feel like with the empty sort of initial thrill of those connections ebbing, they feel this pain in their body that feels almost physical at what they've done to you, at how they've left you behind. And that's what I'm sensing. I'm seeing this body, in this image, and this person just feeling physical pain. Like the emotional pain is so intense, it's like physical. At the thought of losing you as well. Is there anything else, universe? Yeah, distance in the reverse, separation, space, and blockage. So this person wants to cross the distance towards you, and they want to close the distance. All right. Can you give me another card, universe, as to how does Virgo's person feel towards Virgo? How do they feel towards Virgo? I can't express myself. So this person feels very, very blocked, caged, trapped, even, I would say, especially by the situation that they're in right now. Oh, wow. Sex with you. So they definitely are. So this lusting energy we got before could just be them thinking about you, and just not being able to get maybe the thought of being with you or the memory of being with you off their minds. I'd say that they're also feeling inadequacy. They're wondering why someone as good as you would be willing to put up with them or would have feelings for them, because I think that they have pretty low self-esteem. All right, universe, can you give me any more cards to tell me about what will my Virgo's person be their next move towards Virgo? So with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, this person, oh wow, so we have two knights. So this is definitely movement type energy, but it's not necessarily solid because we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So with the Nine of Cups here and the World in the reverse, I feel like this is somebody who just feels very uncertain of you. So they're trying to really sort of be absorbed in their own sense of self-satisfaction as a means of protecting their pride. It definitely feels like a guarding their pride type energy. So I think that this person, with two knights, I'm sensing that they do want and mean to take some action towards you, but it'll be kind of like insincere. Essentially, it'll be this kind of like, oh, hey, yeah, how's it going, huh? Kind of energy. They won't come in like Prince Charming, like, I love you. We shall be married in the morning. Because I think they feel the need to cover up the sincerity of their emotions, because I think, especially if there's any of you who are dealing with something as extreme as them having a third party who's pregnant, that's a pretty serious, that's a pretty heavy situation. And I think, they know that. So universe, what can you tell me? Can you tell me anything else about how my Virgo's person is going to be coming in towards them? Ace of Swords in the reverse. So they're guarded, and if they do approach, it might be with hostility. I sense, they're pride. They're very much in their pride right now. It's like they're lost in their own head. They're lost in their own projections of how they think you feel. But that's really just, a mirror image of their own feelings and their own, projections from their own mind. And so they're very guarded because they've been beating up on themselves, whether or not they deserve that. They might actually, but, with the High Priestess in the reverse, I think that they have been very angered by your side. If I'm sensing that this is not a situation where you guys are speaking, and they want to come out of silence, but they're also, what I'm sensing is that they're resentful of you for not coming out and speaking to them. It's almost like they're putting all the responsibility for communication and clarity on you, which is, again, immature, because that just feels like more BS, of somebody trying to pretend like, oh, this was all on you, and it was obviously not. And with the Emperor in the reverse, this is somebody who's, at least at the moment, they're definitely in their pride, in their ego. And I'm sensing trying to just externalize blame for the situation. Even though it's, what I'm sensing is that it's totally their fault. All right, is there anything else? Oh gosh, ugh. So I don't think that this is necessarily like a dishonest energy. It just feels like somebody who's feeling so insecure. They're thinking so much about their pride and prioritizing their pride that they're coming in and maybe like trying to act cool, like, yeah, I don't care, whatever, but they really do. And they're just doing that to mask their insecurity. But with the Ace of Wands here, they want you and they want to come in, but they don't want to be rejected. So yeah, I would guess that, but so they're just trying to come in and mask their sincerity for the sake of their pride, but they really do they want to be with you. All right. So let's ask for an oracle card over here. Universe, can you give me a final message, woo, to my Virgos in this situation? A message of guidance for my Virgos, any advice, or to let them know what's coming up? I'm going to take this one. Yeah. Prosperity lies ahead. Awesome. So I feel like this could be saying that there is potentially a connection between your perception in relationship to your prosperity and your perception in relationship to love, which makes perfect sense because, you know, our sense of having and satisfaction is generally, you know, pretty universal. So if we are devastated over one thing, we become devastation and misery and a sense of not having what we want, and then that will manifest in, you know, several areas and arenas of our lives. So, but you know, I feel like this is saying that good things lie ahead. Just have faith. Also, the new moon again. I believe that the new moon could be a potential important time, and that's July 24th, July 25th coming up. All right, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Awesome. Anything else for my Virgos? Well, conclusions are within reach. So yeah, I think that that there's a pretty strong theme here that things are coming to a head with this person. Conclusions, you know, goals, finality, that you're going to have answers very soon. So yeah, I hope that has helped you, Virgo, and I will speak to you guys soon.